Welcome.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Good, and you?
Good. Welcome inside the Ford Bronco.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you joining me on the next edition of Let's Drive, powered by Ford. Guys, we've got running back Latavius Murray on this episode. Shall we go for a drive?
Let's do it.
How you doing, Latavius? How's it going?
I'm good.
Yeah?
How you doing?
Doing good? I'm doing great.
Doing good.
How was practice this week?
It was good.
Yeah.
Clean, crisp.
What's
Yeah.
kind of been the focus this week? For the team, but for the offense too.
I mean, obviously, look, we've been, well, first we're trying to find our first win in the West.
Yeah.
We're playing against an opponent that's kind of had our number for a while. So let's go out here and execute, like for put it all together for once. I think we're still waiting for that one game, So.
Yeah, I know this is obviously your first season with the Broncos, but you mentioned it. This team has lost 13 straight to the Chiefs. So how much do you think a win this weekend would really mean for this team? Just the morale of the team.
Yeah, I think it would mean a lot. This is an opportunity versus a very good opponent. So, I think that alone too just, can really boost the morale and, get some momentum going. I think, I think a lot of times that's what's needed really is get some momentum going. Maybe stack some fuel for, see where this thing goes.
Well, Latavius, as a vet on this team, I know there's been, just so many injuries on offense. So do you give the young guys any advice, each week?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, number one, I always say it's most important to lead by example. I like to have fun. I like to joke a lot and stuff like that. But I think number one is leading by example, and that's on the field and off the field. And then when words of encouragement or advice is needed, definitely give it. But I think the biggest thing is with the situation we're in, the hole that we dug ourselves. You still have a job to do. I say it all the time, and what you put on tape, is forever on your resume. So. It doesn't matter the record, it doesn't matter the situation. Your job's on the line and you need to go out there and perform at the end of the day, regardless of what the situation is.
Yeah. Latavius, I know this is year 10 for you.
Yeah.
Do you approach the seasons any differently at this point in your career? Or?
No, I think, if I'm being honest, I think I've been able to enjoy it, more and more, especially, just being able to, experience so much and still be able to play. I think I just have a greater appreciation of still being able to be in the locker room, be able to be on the field and still play. And so I think I enjoy it a lot more.
Over the years of you being in the league, what have been some of the things that you've learned to kind of keep your body right, keep your body healthy throughout the season? Because I know that's so big.
Yeah, obviously just kind of paying attention to your body, knowing really what feels good, and what doesn't. Sleep, diet, and any of the soft tissue things, massage, cold tub, hot tubs. I think it's important to pay attention to your body and see how it reacts and develop a routine on what works for you the best. Everybody is different, and I think individually you just gotta make sure you're paying attention to what works for you.
Latavius, I know you kind of bounced around a little bit the past few years. I know you got here a couple weeks into the season. What kind of was that like, joining a new team and having to learn a whole new playbook in the middle of the season?
Last year I was kind of similar situation. I had got let go, by the Saints right at the end of training camp, and was picked up by Baltimore. So been in that situation before in terms of having to learn a new offense quickly. And so I think that has helped me, but I think over the years I've grasped being under different coordinators and trying to relate the same things so that you can go out there and play fast. I think that's what it's all about. However you can kind of remember the new plays and exactly. And so doing that helps, and the experience definitely helps.
Well, Latavius, on Sunday, we saw you guys really commit to the run game early in the game. How do you want to see that continue? And just run the ball really well this weekend, as it's going to be a tough opponent.
Yeah, I think I'll always say is being consistent. Not don't get bored with it. Don't get discouraged. I think the big ones will come. But I think running the ball is a mentality, a mindset. I always say that, and so and I think it opens up the rest of the offense. So, they've. I think they've given up some yards, rushing, and so we obviously want to attack any team's weakness, and I think we more importantly definitely need to do that this week.
Well, last one here for you, Latavius. As we know, you guys have been in some really close games. Baltimore, for example.
Yeah.
What's the key to finishing those and finishing this game on Sunday?
Yeah, really, you just said it. I think finishing, right? Like. It doesn't matter. I think finishing and playing situational football, whether that's 2 minute, 4 minute, finishing out the game, right? Until that clock hits zero, I think either team always feels there's an opportunity to go out there and win the game.
For sure.
And so, when you're on whichever side of it, you need to make the plays, have the situational awareness to finish out the game and make sure you're the team that's on the winning side.
Well, we're back at home this weekend. Excited to be back at home. 2 games on the road is too many.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any family coming out this weekend?
Yeah. My sister, my son will be out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so look forward to spending time with them, and hopefully they bring some good luck up, and we go out with a win, and and even enjoy that a little more on Sunday.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Latavius, I appreciate you joining me for this episode of Let's Drive. Thanks for hopping on.
Appreciate it.